You are now onto our App of the Week segment. This is where we demonstrate an app showing you whether or not it has accessibility issues or not. Should you have an app that you would like us to feature on one of our episodes, feel free to send such an app to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now, here's this episode's App of the Week.
And now we will finish today's episode with our App of the Week, in which I will demonstrate an accessible guitar tuning app. Hello. Today I'm going to be demonstrating an app called gStrings. This obviously is a guitar tuner app, and if you thought it was anything else, you probably need to get your mind out of the gutter. The good thing about this is that it's accessible, and that's kind of hard to find on Android, is an accessible guitar tuner app, so I'm going to demonstrate it for you. The full app name in the Play Store is
Tuner gStrings.
And gStrings is one word. And the developer is
Cohorter.org.
And obviously the link will be in the video description or the show notes. I'm going to go ahead and open it.
Open button. Allow gStrings to record audio while using the app button.
Now obviously this is going to require microphone permission, so I'm going to hit while using app. And what we have is a very basic layout. You have ads at the top, which obviously you're just going to ignore. And then below that,
selected target tone, not a string.
You have the string selector. And then next you have
selected target tone, A2 hash.
The tone selector. Then you have
toggle automatic tone selection button.
Whether you want it to automatically choose the tone based on what it hears. And then you have
guitar, standard, equal tempered.
This is where you go for settings and to choose the guitar and all that. But I'm going to go here first because the way the app is now, it's not accessible, but there is an accessibility setting. So I'm going to go in here. And we're going to look for an option.
Accessibility, audible feedback for the visually impaired.
And to the right of that is
not checked. Checkbox.
A checkbox that I'm going to check.
Checked.
And I'm going to back out of here. Now I'm going to give you a proper overview of what's in the app now, because now it added buttons for us to select to change the string or tone. Whereas before it just had an interface where a sighted person would just swipe to change. So now we have buttons that we can access, and here's what we have.
Select previous string button.
A select previous string button.
Selected string number 3, D3.
It tells us what string we're on.
Select next string button.
Next string, and then below this,
select previous tone button.
If you want to adjust the tone,
selected target tone D3.
So say you wanted to just drop your whole guitar half a step, you would just select the string you want, then go to tone and just
select previous tone button.
Go down a tone. So it would take it from D to C sharp.
Selected target tone, C3 hash.
And then of course the next button is to raise the tone.
Select next tone button.
Or select next tone, but that'll go back up half a step. And then down here,
guitar, standard, equal tempered.
Again, this is the settings. I'll just go in here and show you a couple of them.
Instrument, guitar, standard.
This is where you can select your guitar type and tuning type. So if you want to do drop D or open D, something like that. Or if you're using a different instrument, I'll just show you a couple of these.
Selected, guitar, standard, radio button. Not selected, guitar, drop D, radio button. Not selected, guitar, open D, radio button.
So different types of tuning for a guitar. You could also choose bass, violin, banjo, ukulele. There's different stringed instruments in here you can choose from if that's what you want to tune. Backing out. The next option is
temperament, equal tempered.
Temperament, this is too advanced for me. I don't know what this means, to be honest, but I'll show you some of the options.
Not selected. Just Shug. Radio button. Not selected. Pythagorean C. Radio button. Not selected. Pythagorean A. Radio button. Not selected. Mean tone. Radio button.
So that's a few of the options. I'm just going to leave it on the default. Next we have
Orchestra tuning. 0.0 C. Shift target frequencies, e.g. A. 443 Hz.
Again, not something I'm going to change. And below that,
Clamp playback tones. Play tones within the C5-C6 octave when holding the tuning fork side button. Recommended.
and next,
Hide control buttons. Set tuning fork button from toggle on off to push to listen mode. Recommended.
and next.
Accessibility. Audible feedback for the visually impaired.
That's what we turned on earlier.
Markers. Display markers 13.7 cents from Target.
I think this is just a visual thing.
Tone naming. English.
Language,
Color theme. 2009.
theme.
Advertisements. Enabled.
You can disable advertisements. I think it's a $10 one-time fee if you want to support the developer, because the ads don't really get in the way. They just stay at the top of the screen. It's a banner ad. Backing out. Now I'm just going to try some tuning. I'm going to go to the top where the string selector is.
Selected target tone, not a string. Select previous string. Button.
Let's see what string we're on. I'm going to swipe right.
Selected string number 2. A2.
So I'm going to swipe left.
Select previous string. Button.
So we should be on string 1 now.
Selected string number 1. E2.
Okay. Now I've made sure my guitar is not in tune, so as you can hear, that was supposed to be a G chord. So I'm just going to pull string 1. As you're hearing, it's telling me to raise the string tone because it needs you to tighten the string. So I'm going to tighten the string. Now I'm too tight. So that's saying it's good because both tones were the same. So I'm going to go to the next string.
Select next string. Button. Selected string number 2. A2.
So now we're on string 2. Same thing. Alright. Let's go to string 3.
Select next string. Selected string number 3. D3.
Okay. I'll just continue on without
Select next string.
explaining,
Button.
since you kind of get the idea by now.
Selected string number 4. G3. Select next string. Selected string number 5. B3. Select next string. Selected string number 6. E4.
So let's try that G again. Much better. And that concludes this demo. Thank you for listening.
I wish you could play a song. It felt like, you're gonna play a country song, but then you end it. That's so sad.
Oh, I got your hopes up, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would play the Country Road Take Me Home song.
Oh, did it sound like that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what I was even playing. I just did a few chords.